All right, where were we? We just beat up that goon with his robot.
Yes. Yep. So let's hit the buttons to make the things happen.
We've been fucking talking about last time. Okay, Pokey. He's weird, huh?
He's a bizarre little fucker.
Let's see. Starman looks like a fascist. It's not a very interesting observation. Okay, this time thing. It's a time travel game, which is interesting.
So, I don't know how much you want to go into that right now, but basically the time travel stuff isn't really going to be super relevant for quite a while.
Well, I mean, the game already takes place in 1990X, which is a weird kind of time traveling. Like, we're in the present, but it's not the present.
Also, it's the past.
Also, it's the past. Oh, yeah. That's kind of a weird thing. Let's see. Fresh Breeze anti-gang movement. That was another thing. Okay. Well, whatever. Let's just see what happens. Do I have a pen? All right. Where are we now?
So, I like I said last time, I had to pop off to go take care of something, so I just kind of ended it in a rush. But we had just beaten Frank, the weird gang leader dude.
Sharks.
Yes, of the Sharks. So I popped into the hotel to save, just because I had to head off. So let me just check stats. Yeah. So I had, and yeah, that was one of the things. When you beat Frank, he turns friendly. I guess he just.
I remember that.
I guess he just needed a head injury or something.
Well, here's a weird thing. I don't know how much this relates to our theme, but so Buzz comes in and he says Gygas is influencing people's minds. So are the Sharks bad because of Gygas's influence, or are they not really that bad at all? They're just kind of like some rebellious youths in your town. And so Frank, like, if you kick his ass, like, why would he be hostile? He is like your neighbor.
Yeah, and so that's one of the straight implications of the game is that the Sharks are being the way they are, you know, meaning they're acting up this much, they're actually attacking people, they're doing that sort of stuff because of Gygas. But that's not to say, you know, it takes place in an arcade, which, I mean, you grew up in the 90s. Arcades were sort of the you know, at least in media, arcades were, you know, had negative connotations. Right? It's where the rebels were. So, you know, I think it's both. I think it's both of those things. That basically they are the rebellious type, but also Gygas influenced them to make them actually violent. So, anyways, after beating him, he sort of hints very heavily that you need to go talk to Mayor Perkle. Perkle? Perkins?
Pickle? You're the
Perkle.
talk of the town.
Perkle. What a name.
Pinkle.
And now the cop doesn't chase us out.
God, the people look so weird.
Yeah, and I'm never sure if that's, you know, fully intentional or if that's just like I don't know.
Weird Eastern European cartoons. Like old, like, Soviet stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Beat up the town
This
bulls.
guy's like, well, it's weird, this guy, because his sprite has so much space on his face, but his face is so scrunched up in it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think that it's intentional, just by the art design of the game. I don't know what they're getting at with it, but also he is vindictive. So this will lead into something later. You cut out.
What happened if you say no?
Oh shit, I don't know. Sorry. I don't remember.
No problem. I mean, I'm sure it gives you a dialogue runaround, but
Yeah. Yeah, there aren't really any places in this game where you can, like, kill out of the game through dialogue choices. It always just kind of says, hey, what the fuck are you talking about?
But that's still, like, a weird thing, that it gives you a choice, but it's never actually a choice.
Yeah. So, it is definitely, like, they are sort of going ham on the idea, the popular opinion of what a politician is like with that whole line.
Yeah, that avoid responsibility thing is really interesting.
So he gives us the key to the entertainer shack, so naturally we're going to come up this way. I should have saved just to avoid, but whatever. Okay, yeah, they don't say anything different yet.
It's also weird because, like, who else would take responsibility? Like, it's the idea that just no one will do. Well, whatever. I'm overthinking it. Who cares?
Oh shit. Oops. The trucks don't run him over, JB. So one of them gives you the travel charm for opening the shack. But we get in here and it's got a big fucking hole in the door in the back, and that's all fucked up.
Wait. Can you? What's that piece of furniture he has over in the top right?
This?
Yeah, is it a bookshelf or a ward? No problem. Okay. Well,
I don't know what it is, honestly. I think it's a
it
bookshelf.
looks like books. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah. It's the scenery can get very strange, especially houses and buildings. So this is the cave leading up to the giant step.
Is the mouse a foe?
Yes. But not all mice are foes. So, combat isn't going to be interesting yet. There's just not enough options. Typical JRPG stuff.
Rowdy mouse.
Yeah, they have very high guts, so their normal attack does almost nothing. Usually like 1 or 2 damage. But they frequently get smash attacks, criticals, that do like 10 to 15.
What was that?
An ant.
And it's a tiny little pixel, too.
Yes. Yes.
An interesting design choice.
I mean, ants are small.
Ants are small? No, I mean, it makes sense.
Somehow I was carrying a cookie.
Well, what do you think it is?
So, the present had a skip sandwich in it, which makes you skip and run faster.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, it heals like 6 HP, but...
Oh, these things are foul looking.
So, they're foul looking, but also they serve a very specific purpose in the game. Each, like, sort of overarching area, not all of them, but a lot of them have, experience sacks, basically. Enemies that are super easy to fight. They attack you in groups, and they're basically a way to avoid having to grind for hours and hours.
So these guys are supposed to be like easy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, they can still mess you up if you don't take them seriously, but... And they can be annoying.
Now, what was possible has been a theme in our discussion on this game. And it's interesting to think like, okay, well, part of the point is making you think about what JRPGs do. So part of this game is like roasting or referencing or whatever JRPGs. And so rather than just like make the combat easier or not have a leveling system or whatever, it's like you still have to grind and kill enemies to level up, but you know, we'll give you some dumb easy ones so it's not such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's a weird take.
No, and it like it makes sense in that regard as well. And shit, I need to go get hamburgers actually. Damn. Sorry. I gotta run back to town. But yeah, so the attack slugs are the first one that we run into that are like that. But there's a number of zones in the game. I think there's at least 4 or 5 places where you run into enemies like that. Not the same enemy, but, you know, mechanically they're the same. The attack slugs are the first one. They always attack you in groups, usually 3 to 6. Later on, there's... I don't know how much you want to get into it, but later on there's another type that looks different, but functions the same way, and they attack in even bigger groups.
Okay. I'm eager to see what shape these enemies take.
Yeah. And they're all gonna be, you know, the slug, right? It's a slug. How threatening is a slug gonna be? The rest of them are gonna be like that too, where it's, you know, they're not actually a threatening looking enemy.
Can skip sandwiches break the game somehow?
Yes. I'm not gonna do it.
I bet everybody loves the sound of me pouring wine into a glass.
I don't think it's coming through.
Here's something for you ASMR people out there.
Charming.
It's good. Greek.
Withdrawal. Okay, I got $200. Let's take 80 out. Save the game real quick.
So it doesn't accrue interest or anything, right? It just, as you kill monsters, your dad puts more in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I mentioned earlier to pay attention to when we talked to the neighbors, the assholes, and he says something about like, you know, I'd like y'all to move out. Y'all have borrowed like $100,000 or more, and then meanwhile your father keeps sending you money all the time.
And those, you think those two are related?
Yeah, I do. And like by the end of the game, you'll have pulled, God, tens of thousands of dollars out of your father. So like it's not an insubstantial amount of money that you get. Okay. Sorry, we kind of have to have hamburgers for the boss in the area, otherwise there's a very high chance that I die.
Whatever, I like hamburgers.
Man, I like hamburgers too.
It's been a minute since I've had a hamburger. I guess I have a grill. Maybe I should make one.
Oh, I want to make a hamburger. Okay. So, some more attack slugs.
Those are slugs.
Yes. Ants and slugs have the same sprite, but they act differently on the map.
Very scurrying for slugs.
Yeah, they are fast. I don't know. That's just how it is. The ants tend to only attack you in 1s and 2s. The slugs tend to attack you in mobs. That's one of the big, obvious differences. So this should be slugs.
Slugs.
Yeah. And I am gonna take some of these fights. there are ways to dodge around them, but I actually
Right
want, I need this experience. Or
Do
I
you not
want
have
it.
some kind of psi attack that can
I do.
melt them?
I do. But there's psi points at this point are so not rare, limited, that it's not really great to use them that way.
Is this one of those games where you can't get psi, like, magic point recovery items very easily?
Yes. They
Bummer.
exist, but I'm not going to find them for a while, and when I do, they're expensive-ish, and they're not the easiest things to get. There is a place, I guess about a third of the way through the game, that you can just buy them. So, like, they're not impossible. But the problem is, it goes back to the limited inventory space.
Right.
If I have 5 of those, then that's 5 HP items I can't carry, or 5 bottle rockets I can't carry. Okay, we just got...
Psi Power A? Is that
Yes.
a buff?
Ponder.
Psi Ponder. So this game has an auto battle function.
Yes.
Is that typical for games of this time?
Attention internet sleuths on the stream. Is this typical for this time period?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember it being a thing in Final Fantasy games, but like JB pointed out, this is spoofing mostly Dragon Quest games. So I don't know if...
And Dragon Quest is like a big deal over there, right?
Huge. It's bigger than Final Fantasy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, like, that was the game. So here I am going to use Psi Ponder. Which is Psi Rocket, right? It's the...
Right, that's right.
Yes.
I forgot we renamed it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Psi Ponder. Okay, ponder away at them.
And that's because the ants call for help. But he uses straight up half of our psychic points, so...
Wow, it's very difficult to ponder. There's a lot to consider.
Well, and the ants don't like it much. Oh, right, there's nothing in here. I shouldn't have come in this door. Oh, well.
Wasted half our psi points for nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This should be
Slugs.
slugs, I think. Yeah. Okay.
I like that the slugs have cohorts.
Mhm.
That's a cute way of putting it.
Yeah, and that is one thing, I guess, to keep an eye out for, is different enemy types have different group nouns.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
it's not every single one, but it's enough to take note of.
What do you call that? Like a gaggle of geese? What's the name? That's the collective noun?
I guess? But yeah, they use different ones for different enemies. And again, it's not, every single different enemy, but it is enough that, it was intentional. They clearly set out to do that. So, like I was saying before, you don't get poisoned, you get a cold.
Right.
So, cold remedy.
What are the other ones?
A lot of them are actually the same stuff that you're used to, paralysis, hypnosis, shit like that. Colds are actually one of the ones that really stand out. However, there is... Brain shock can do some stuff that's weird. It's kind of like confusion, but not quite. There's also homesickness.
Homesickness? You get
Yes.
homesick?
Yes.
What do you do when you're homesick?
You call your mother.
Okay. You just call her. You don't have to go home.
Yeah, you just call her. You call her and
Still.
talk to her for a bit.
What happens when you're homesick?
It only affects Ness, and he just sort of stops... He stops fighting as well. Like, he'll just spend a turn, like, thinking about home, or smelling steak, or, thinking about being at home. Because he's like 12.
Right. We didn't rename steak, so he's not going to be missing anything stupid,
No,
right?
no, it's just steak.
Okay.
That's part of why I didn't want to give it silly. Yeah.
Right, Ness misses getting pussy or something like.
I mean, look, that is a pretty common thing. So, okay, so here's one of the conventions in this game is in a dungeon, right? You know, part of the way through, usually about 2/3, you'll run into a magic butterfly room. Now, in this case, it's just sort of you step outside and there's one normally. But the point is that it's a place where you can take some time and recuperate. You know, you got through the worst part of the dungeon, now you gotta go face the boss. It's not right at the end, so you're not guaranteed to get to the boss with everything. But, you know, it gives you a chance. And most dungeons have this. Sometimes it's out of the way, sometimes it's obvious, like this one. You know, this dungeon is teaching you about that convention, so it's very obvious. And they tell you about it in one of the tutorial areas, too. So this is going to be an ant. Oh, maybe it was a slug by itself.
What's that?
So if you are sufficiently powerful in comparison to a given enemy, and it's, you know, it's a very straightforward, like, offense power versus some metric that they have assigned, you get an instant win. You don't have to fight. And in fact, at some point, the enemy will start to run from you. That happens... It's harder to make that happen in a dungeon.
Really?
Yes, yes. So, if I go back to, you know, the original area, back to the house, after this fight, then what's probably going to happen is you will see, and it happened again, you'll start to see, like, the snakes up there. They're the weakest enemy in the game. They're going to be running away from me. But in a dungeon, most enemies will not run from you in a dungeon until you've beaten the boss. Right? Because, again, this is all Gygas's influence at the end of the day. So in a dungeon, I assume, like, his influence is stronger or something.
Or it is, like, tied to the boss.
Yeah. But maybe, like, his influence is amplified by the boss or something like that. So now there's 2 of them, so I'm probably not going to get an instant one. Yeah. Instead, I'm going to try to run away. I don't want to burn all my resources on that fight. We're almost to the boss, so I don't want to pop 10 psychic points on that.
That's the boss?
This is the boss. So this is what... This is what, your location bosses look like on the map. They don't have... Normally, they don't normally have specific sprites. They just kind of glow like this.
Okay. Again, kind of the opposite of Final Fantasy. When something has a distinct sprite, it's usually to mark its importance. Here, something has an indistinct sprite to mark its importance.
And notice that the battle spiral was also different, and the background is different. The music is different. I mean, they do make it different and distinct, and obviously so.
This game is so weird. Is there an ant behind him?
Yes, and that's why there were 2. That's why I started with Ponder. That's part of the reason I started with.
And it kicks his ass.
The ants are dead, it's just the main boss left now.
Right.
So, the trick with this guy is that if I don't burn all of my psychic points, then I'm going to lose them. I'm going to try this. Cool. Because he uses Psy-Magnet, so he can suck away your psychic points. And now we just kind of have to bash and hope. But that's why I got hamburgers.
Right. Do you ever learn Psy-Magnet?
Yes.
Can you... And it takes points away from enemies and gives them to you?
Yes. And enemies in this game do have, like, tracked psychic points.
They can run out.
Yes. And it comes into play many times. There's even an enemy later on that has psychic powers but doesn't have enough psychic points to use them.
Huh, what? Really?
Yeah. Yep, there he goes, Psy Magnet.
Debuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sinister.
There we go. So I mean, he's the first your Sanctuary boss. He's not gonna be super difficult. I have lost to him before, but
Okay.
he's not gonna punish you too hard. And I got 2 levels. And Healing Alpha. So
And that's it.
these all sort of hint at other things, I believe, is the way to put it. Okay.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah. But that said, it's one of those where that's pretty normal for the sanctuaries. But then at the end, I'm not going to spoil it, but it sort of, it ties together, right?
A short little musical sting, and you have a vision of a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
What a curious little thing.
And
Strange little bit.
You have to
and
walk,
now the enemies are running from you.
and now they're running from me.
You beat
So-
up their master.
Yeah.
But what a weird way of showing that you've impacted the world. Oh, wow, that's weird.
And it
I've
is
never
worth
seen
noting.
anything like it.
It is worth noting that just because they're running from you after you beat the boss does not mean that you get an instant win. In most cases in the overworld, if they're running from you, you get an instant win. So you can
But
just
in
use...
a dungeon, it could be different.
Yes, in a dungeon, if you run into them, they may then turn around and gang up on you and be like, no, fuck that.
Interesting.
We were giving you a pass, but if you're going to be a dick...
No. Okay, from now on, we have to go straight rebel. I know that they're all canned choices, but I have got to see
Oh, here we go.
how... the crow is running from you now.
So, 2 things to note. 1, he's running. The other is the swirl was green. I got a back
Because you
attack.
attacked him from behind.
Yes.
All right.
So, I instantly win. And there are times, if you can get an enemy from behind, and you're, on the cusp of being able to instant win, you'll get an instant win from behind, but not if you fight them face on. So, that actually makes a difference. Actually, yeah, we're healed. So he tells us to go to the cop shop. I'm gonna swing by the city hall.
What happens if the cars hit you?
Oh, nothing. They stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll stand in front of them.
Whatever. I believe you.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop back by the city hall because I think that they say something, but I can't remember for sure. Okay. Yeah, so that nothing really changes. I remembered
Okay.
incorrectly.
Still, it's weird to see I guess it's not unusual to see electoral politics going on. I'm sure there are other games where people get elected to stuff.
Yeah.
Can you eat the skip sandwich? Will it be a waste of something you'll need later?
Nah. They barely heal anything. I think it's like 6. Actually, here.
Skip sandwich. For about 10 seconds?
Mhm.
Okay, whatever. Then I guess I don't need to see it.
Here, so, I mean, I'll do it. It heals, I think, 6, like a cookie. But I'd just move faster.
Cute.
You know, you can use that. You can actually make use of that to, like, break the game in some ways. You can also, and this is the more intended thing, you can use it to get around some enemies.
Mm.
You know, if, like, you're low on HP and items and stuff, you can use it to... Oops, nope, don't want to do that. To, bypass some dangerous enemy or whatever. Or, you can just use it to move faster for a little bit.
Is that a big cash windfall because of the boss?
Yes. If I remember right, it's literally just $1 per experience point.
Interesting.
Something like that. That's one of those things, you know, I can look it up, but I'm not sure that it really...
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, who cares?
I needed to save because I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna go straight to the cop shop, and we're gonna do that.
What, are they gonna kick your ass?
They're gonna try.
Fascinating. Cops. It's weird that it's making him say blah 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 blah.
Well, I think it relates to... I think it relates to... You mentioned before that, you know, the fact that the buildings are weird is related to that it's from Ness's perspective. You know, so the fact that the cop is saying blah blah, it's like Charlie... No, fucking...
Right.
What is that show called? You know what I'm talking
Charlie
about.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh.
I think it's the same thing.
Man, am I steamed. I'm with you, man. He must have lost his vape. I'm pissed too, brother. Yeah, fuck these stupid kids going into Giant Step. Tell them to bring my vape back. That's long.
So it takes us back to the back room.
Oh, wow, look at this. This is some cop shit here. Wow, heavy cop.
Some blatant commentary from Japan in the 90s. Oh, shit. So honestly, these cops individually aren't a big deal. The problem is that it's a gauntlet. You know, you got to take them all one after the other. But I think on level 10, I'll be probably totally fine. But this is another one of those where even though it's not, like, it's early, so it's not super hard, you can still lose here, you know?
Sure.
You know, if I got a smash hit on me right now, I'd probably lose.
I gotta say, I get that it's a Japanese game, but I can't imagine anything more American than a bunch of cops killing an unarmed child.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a hamburger.
Thanks, cop.
Oh, the cop dropped his hamburger.
I'm gonna lead this with a hamburger.
If they damage you while your life is ticking up.
Then it just stops it earlier.
But it will continue to tick up.
Yeah, if you've got more healing than they dealt damage left in your roll up, then it will continue to roll up until it hits whatever the, actual new point is. Like, it doesn't just stop.
What happens so if you take enough damage to kill you, but take a healing item, you won't die.
If the healing item or spell triggers before you hit 0.
That's it. And, 0 is the base point. You don't have to heal past whatever they kill you beyond 0, right? You don't go into a negative and you've got to heal over that.
I don't know.
I guess how the fuck would you know?
Yeah,
okay, whatever.
I have no idea. I really don't know. Because that's one of those things where, if I take that much damage in a blow, I'm just rushing to drop that heal.
Right.
Whew, that was close.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, fuck. That was the wrong skill.
You're dead, bitch. You fucked up.
Oh.
You better hope this cop, eats a hamburger or something.
So, yeah, you see, the spell didn't go off, so I didn't heal. That was on me. I should have been able to get through that.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't think you wanted to use Psi Ponder anyway.
I didn't. So yeah, no psychic points. So, do I have... I don't want to walk all the way up there. We're just going to rest here.
Whatever, who cares?
I'm at the point now where it doesn't matter.
I mean, is there anything really expensive in the game that you need to save up for?
Yes. Each time you go to a new town, the item prices and the hotel prices and etc., they all go up. Oh, here you go. We beat the Titanic Ant, and we rested for the first time.
I'm a friend you've never met before. Oh, I like that.
Justice prevails? Good God, JB, that's rude. And you wake up. Honestly, I forget about that a lot of the time because I normally only rest maybe once before I get to her, so... I'll have to remember to rest a couple more times just to see a couple more of them. So these guys are at every single hotel, and they just read the headline, and it's always relevant to something you just did.
Relevant and relative.
Yes.
Do you have to beat all the cops from the beginning?
Yeah.
Or can you just walk back into the line?
Gotta go from the start. But again, if I had been paying slightly closer attention, it would have been fine.
Whatever, it doesn't seem that inconvenient anyway.
It's not. It really isn't. Death is... Until later in the game, it's mostly just a mild annoyance. Later in the game, it can be very expensive and time-consuming to die and wipe because of how long the dungeons get. And like I've said before, if you wipe and you have, your full party, you gotta revive all of them, and that's expensive. Okay, time to try to fuck up these cops again.
Does anything have a gun in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wondered if they were just being goofy, or if there was some kind of reason why the cops just don't shoot you.
I have to assume that it's You know, they're gonna
Well,
make
I
the
mean,
cops
it's
fight
the
you,
first
but it's
town.
not. You know, it's not gonna. They're not gonna just.
It would be a little too real if they were trying to gun you down right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was just curious if it comes in later. Like if
So-
it's something they intentionally try to avoid.
So
having.
it's not like you run across like military people with AKs or whatever. It's just that like Jeff uses guns.
Okay.
But he doesn't use like, you know, a 1911. He makes his own guns.
Okay.
Okay. And there's robots that shoot you with like lasers and stuff, but it's not like
Yeah,
again.
lasers. Right. Yeah. Okay.
You know-
I was just curious.
It's just that it's not quite the same thing.
Brushing chop.
Yeah, the crushing chop is annoying. Okay, gotta heal. But he's gonna die, so or go back to normal, rather.
Yeah, some become tame, some turn back to normal.
It's you don't really kill things.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I like it.
The only things that you come close to killing are the robots later.
So you smash those bitches, they don't become tame.
No, that you break them up. And there are some enemies that explode on death. Which I'll make a point of showing you one, but I always try to avoid them otherwise. If Nels had an AK, this would be a very short game.
Is JB alluding to something when he says Dungeon Man?
He is.
Okay.
We'll get there.
No spoilers.
We'll get there.
Crowd. So they're all the same?
We're getting there.
Alright. I'll be patient. Oh, crush that bitch.
What up?
Yeah.
Bring
Fuck
it!
the police.
Okay, here you go.
Alright.
Fuck, this 12-year-old beat up all my friends. I'm out.
Well, you do have psychic.
It's true, I do. And to be fair, I am beating the shit out of them with a baseball bat. Okay, so this guy can actually do some damage, but again, it's, you know, again, I don't normally lose to this guy. It happens. but
Man, this music is so weird.
I like it.
I love it, but it's not what you expect from a JRPG.
It absolutely isn't, no.
Very avant-garde.
Fuck!
Oh, make it! Ah!
Sorry. The chat...
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those where the talking, it is messing with my ability to focus on the right?
You dumb bastard, fight better.
I mean, look, that's fair.
Oh my god, do we have to fight them all over again?
Yep.
They drop XP though, at least, right?
Yeah. And so, like, I could, for instance, power the game off and back on and get back to where I was before. Which would be a little
nice
faster, but... You know, it's one of those where I could also be using save states. And if you want me to, you know, speed up a little bit, I can do those things. But I figure, you know, this is a little more organic.
If it becomes tedious later and we're getting near the due date, then we'll, I'll encourage you to move to save states, but for now, I really don't care.
Honestly, like, especially as
Do I care that it's been almost 4 hours and we haven't cleared the first town? No. What? What else are we doing with this time?
Well, and also beyond that, the longer that I go, the more options I get. You know, this is one of those where, at this point, even though the game is a little bit easier intentionally, it's also harder because I only have an S.
Right. All right. Whatever. We'll clear these guys out this time.
Yeah.
Fine.
I just gotta remember the HP values. That's all. So I think I gotta stay over like 40 for these guys, and I think I gotta stay over 40, 45 for strong. So now I will heal.
Force. It says you try life up A. Can you fail?
No. I've never understood that particular choice of word. Yeah, suck it. But I've never really understood why they chose try for the psychic powers, other than the fact that it's a psychic fucking power, and you're just a random kid. So maybe it's like an implication of like you're trying it because you don't really understand it.
That's exciting. That's great. I was just going to suggest, well, like you cast spells, so what would it be for a psychic power? But that's connecting theme and affect to language. That's good. Try. They're weird.
Fuck it.
It does convey a sense of mystery. Much more than cast, which is almost the same as use. Uses would be much less impactful.
Well, and use would truly be the more direct translation from magic to psychic. I mean, I'm sure you could come up with another option, but
Imagines.
yeah, sure, something like that. But try. Yeah, that always stood out a little bit. What the? Man, fuck you. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna open this fight by eating a hamburger, just in case.
Alright, Captain Strong. Mambo Tango Foxtrot.
No, hamburger, not psychic powers. Yeah, so that's 40. So...
He put you in a chokehold.
Fuck. Okay, offense went up. That's fine. I'm gonna hit him with Psy Ponder. He comes out swinging. That's fine. The chokehold is the problem. I'm gonna save the last 10, 11 for 2 casts of life up. Submission hold. Okay, I need to use life up. Hit the bastard.
And they lose their temper.
Come on, swinging. Don't dodge! There we go. Like I said, it should be easy, I just... Anyways.
You've quelled them. They must submit now to your will. So, Is there the implication that they closed it because of monsters?
Honestly, I should have gone down. I forgot about it. They actually have a roadblock that you can go down to, and I don't remember what they say.
Whatever.
But I don't think that they talk about monsters when they talk about closing it. It's just like something happened. Like, it's very, very vague. Now, I'm gonna just pop over here and do this real quick. Damn it! Nope. Forgot about that. Okay.
Pizza for. Can't you get a hamburger?
Pizza... Okay, pizzas actually heal your entire party. You share the pizza.
Because...
Now, I will say, my goal originally was to get through, was to get through, Onet the first stream. But, you know, life happened, so...
Whatever. You lost your cat. God damn it. I wrote the stream. Onet headline. Real estate. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's talking about the guy that's selling that house.
Oh, yeah. Still, a real estate scheme. In the 90s, everyone was getting rich off real estate.
Mm-hmm.
At least here. I don't know what it was like in Japan.
So originally there were roadblocks here you couldn't go past. Oops. Oh yeah, speaking of, the town map.
Good, I like it.
Oh shit, you're right, JB. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. That is like genuinely an important story thing, so we need to go do that. I'm not gonna... You're just gonna have to see it.
Statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just something I forgot to take you to. So we're gonna do that. Bit of a walk, but no big deal.
I mean, how big of a walk can it be? This is all like one screen.
I mean, it's about as big of a walk as we can get in this town.
You gotta walk. It's one screen, but you gotta go across the screen.
Exactly.
All right, no big deal. Oh, are we going back to the artist?
The sign maker.
Sign maker. That's right.
Go away, dog. Okay. Remember, I'm 12.
Right.
Also, I gotta say, I've always thought the cave music in this game was super creepy.
His name?
Hmm?
What's this guy's name?
Liar,
It's something weird.
Liar X Adjurat. I'll show you on the sign if you want the spelling.
I don't care. I'll Google it. This is a sign of what lies below. Wait.
Fuck, sorry. I'll go back.
Oh, we can read it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Huh. Ooh, music sting.
Just take note.
So, like, he
bear that
found
in
it
mind.
below his house,
Mhm.
underground,
Mhm.
presumably.
Just I'm not going to go into it more now, but remember that statue. And also take note of where it is, I would say. Because remember, the meteor that landed is right here.
Well, I mean, like, also, it's in his basement, right? And so, one of my favorite philosophers would be quick to point out that it's like, okay, so Gygas is affecting people's minds and like twisting their thoughts. And so here, this guy finds something underground in his house. It's like it's buried in his own thoughts. It's underground in his mind, too. His evil desires.
Well, keep that in mind.
Will do.
Like I said, I'm not going to go too into it right now.
Yeah,
I think,
you don't have to. You don't have to. We got plenty of time.
I think that's something that it will reveal itself, and I think that it's better that it does reveal itself. So anyways, now we're going to go to Tucson. Now, one of the things that I do like about this game, like I think I mentioned it briefly, but there's no overworld, really. Oh, yeah, these guys.
He lives rent-free in their house.
Yes.
It's their house.
Yes.
No.
So, I've always thought this was a weird way to approach this, right? This is a mechanical problem. And the solution in a lot of other games... So the mechanical problem is, you go into a dungeon, you get to the end of it, you beat the boss, you don't want to walk all the way out.
No,
right?
It sucks.
It sucks. It takes time, it's slow, it's shitty. And Kong nailed it in one. These are, mechanically speaking, an escape rope. Right, Pokemon? They're an escape rope.
I see.
They're just an escape rope, mechanically speaking. But they took that mechanical approach and they turned it into this. Which I think you'll, understand as being very much an odd choice.
Yeah, it's strange. That's for damn sure. It's
because
cute though. I certainly like the guy who's living in their house.
Yeah, and I like it overall. I just, it's something that I definitely felt, it's mechanically speaking, it's just an escape rope, but they turned it into this.
Can I see it in your inventory?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Sorry, I just hit that, so.
And can we read the help? Uh-huh. The mouse brings you back to the place where you entered. It's a very smart job.
Okay, let's get this over with. Let's fight these guys and see if they do their thing. First off, I love the music on this fight.
Ramblin' evil.
So this one stops moving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a plant. It's not. It can't be tamed.
Yeah. I'm not gonna... Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you what they do. We're probably gonna run into it, but I don't want to deal with it right at this moment. If they are in battle with you long enough, or if you just get unlucky, and they may do it on the first turn, they will cast spores about, and you'll end up with a mushroom on your head, and it actually messes with the controls. It flips your movement.
They deal mechanical damage to you.
Yes. So it's very likely that I will get hit with that while we're doing Tucson part of the game. So you're gonna probably see it, but I figured I'd tell you in case we don't, because I'm going to try to avoid it.
What happens when you have the mushroom on your head?
As you're walking around on the overworld, your D-pad flips.
How do you get rid of it?
You go to the hospital, and then you find the psychic, and he buys it from you. And I assume he smokes it.
Well, he must not have lost his vaporizer. Is it worth farming? Is it like worth money?
It is. It's worth 50 bucks. So it's, I mean, you've seen, I've got like 500 bucks. It's not worthless, but by this point, like if that had been a thing in Onet, I would have absolutely gone and done that. But at this point, if I get hit with it, I'll take the bunny, but I'm not going to farm it.
Got it. This is Tucson.
And you've played enough of the game, or at least seen enough of it. You know the naming scheme, right? Onet, Tucson,
right.
3, 4 side.
3, 4 side. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes off the rails and has different names.
Happy Village. That's the cult, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was just kind of halfway ignoring her as I went through, so if you wanted to see something again.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. I'm just going to pop in here and save real quick.
Sure. I'll do my best to point out any dialogue that I need over again. I know that this is all second hat for you.
And that is...
Second hat? Is that a thing? Second hat?
I don't know what
Did I make that up?
I think you made that.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, that is definitely going to... That's definitely an issue for me when I'm playing through this game again for people, is you got to tell me if I'm going too fast with the text, because I'm just going to get into, like, you know, my thing.
It's on telling you to like go to bed, or so if you just hit like okay, it takes you to the title screen or whatever.
It doesn't even do that. It just hangs in that dialogue until you turn the power off.
Weird.
It actually locks your game. So I'm gonna do this real quick. This is a weird little side quest thing. Bam, 50 bucks.
Okay, thanks, man.
You just annoy him until he gives you money.
Can we go into those rooms?
Yeah. I think usually one of the rooms has someone in it and one of them is empty because it's where you sleep.
One is where you sleep, right? Okay. Ooh. Oh, look, he's got a mushroom.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. Ah, okay.
I can talk to him again.
Okay.
And so he explains it.
Okay, this is just a tutorial. All right, well then whatever. Who cares?
But I'm gonna... Ah, damn, I can't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand that it's like habit. Also, you're not inclined to be contrary. Well, I mean, maybe I'm not. You...
On occasion.
It's a pedophile.
Also, note that the taxi froze.
Oh, I thought it was stopping at the stops.
I don't know what you're talking about. That stop sign is facing the pedestrians trying to cross the street.
Well, it's a matter of perspective.
I know.
I genuinely had no idea what was going on. Why here?
That's because the cycle shop is a thing that you...
Okay, you're gonna get a bike.
Yes. Also, I just want to point out the stop sign is here. Why?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Why is that
Why?
there? Even if it was facing the road, why is it here?
Is that? And I suppose that's a traffic light next to it. So it's like, stop. Okay, now get to the traffic light. Oh, no.
He doesn't. It just doesn't give you a bike that time. And again, just sorry, remind me. I will.
Will do. So you don't have to return this bike to him.
No. In fact, what I'm going to end up doing is just throwing it in the storage area and forget about it for the rest of the game. So, okay. So this is one of those things that always kind of stands out about the game. Because this is an item. You get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get this bike. And you get it here. And, I mean, I can pull this thing out. And I can ride it. I can ring the bell. It's fast. It has a jaunty tune. Ness smiles while he rides it. But here's the thing. I am about to... Okay, so you cannot have a teddy bear when you ride it. You can't have a party member when you ride it. You can't go into a cave when you ride it. And here's what's about to happen. I'm about to go up here.
No. Your bike's already useless.
Yeah. Well, so, not because of that, but because I'm going to go up here, because, I mean, of course you will. Also, this is one of the few houses in the game that has a room for the parents and the child.
Curious. Look at that.
But I'm going to get a teddy bear. Now
Well, you were about to get
Oh,
a teddy. What's a teddy bear?
They're actually really useful. Like, I need this.
Can we read the help for the teddy bear and the
Yes.
bicycle?
Yes. So, teddy bear.
Okay, great. Very straightforward. Wait. So, it gives you a help function, but the help function is useless.
Most
It does not tell you how the thing functions in the game.
Okay, let me show you a couple of other ones. So sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes it's useful. Sometimes, right?
Okay.
Some of
Okay,
them
so
are.
sometimes it does.
Yeah. Like some of them actually tell you stats and stuff. This one is going to be useful. It protects you from paralysis attacks. Right.
What about the sound stone?
So it doesn't actually tell you all of its functions.
Curious. Look at this little menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one space in the middle. Which
Yeah.
I guess is the stone.
But so point is that some of them do actually have very useful information and others don't. Because the teddy
Okay,
bear...
so what does the teddy bear do?
Yeah, I'll just tell you. When in a battle, the teddy bear takes hits for you.
It's a dummy party member.
Yes. Which is why, if you've got it, you can't ride the bike. So, again, you get the bike, and it's fun, and it's great, and you get to use it for all of 30 seconds.
That's weird.
Which is a bizarre choice. I don't know what they were trying to get at with that. So basically, I'm gonna I'm gonna immediately go and call and drop off that bicycle to clear up an inventory spot.
Oh, you can give the bike back.
Not to them.
Ah.
And then
Oh.
we're gonna explore this town a little bit more. I just want to dump this thing off.
Pay up. Is that a black guy?
I believe so.
Have I ever seen a black person in a JRPG?
I mean, certainly in modern ones,
Certainly.
but in old ones,
I mean, he's kind of like a Mr. T caricature, so I mean, I'm not going to like go out of my way and say, "Oh, wow, how progressive." But it is interesting.
I mean, you know, ever so slightly. But okay, so I'm calling Mom,
Right.
and she tells me Tracy started working part-time for Escargo Express.
Tracy,
Your
your
sister?
sister?
Yes. And then she
She has
hands
a
you
job? Isn't she like younger than you?
Yes. So anyways,
Now you can drop off your items whenever you want.
yes. Now, here's the catch. Okay, I got the money. A, you gotta wait. It actually takes game time for them to show up. B, it costs 18 bucks. Which isn't a big deal, but if you don't have money on you, you know,
And that's to drop off or recover.
yes. And, on
And you
top
can't do
of
both
that,
at the same time?
you can't do both at the same time, and they can only take 3 things
At a time or total?
at a time.
Mm.
So I'm gonna give them the bicycle. Say that nothing else. And there we go. Now, okay, so let's be clear here. If you were totally new to this game and you got the bicycle and as you walked into town and you were just kind of fucking around, you would probably use it for a little while. But quickly enough, you would find that preschool and you would find that teddy bear. And then it wouldn't be useful again.
And you can't get rid of the bike.
No, the best you can do is to send it to storage. Okay, so this guy is explaining the homesick and how to cure it. So it's more tutorial.
So the bike either takes up a slot in your inventory or it takes up a spot in your storage.
Yes, but so storage doesn't have a limit.
Okay, they can only take 3 things at a time.
Yes.
But there can be as many things there as there need to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my money and go do a quick bit of shopping. Because I know what's
nice.
about to happen.
Ooh.
It's nothing that serious. It's just I want to make sure I've got slightly updated items.
What is going on with that person? Is that a hat?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hat of some sort. I don't know.
Okay, weird.
The sprite design is odd. So, food, right, don't care about that. Don't need any right now. I've got a bunch of hamburgers. Although hamburgers won't be useful very much longer. So this tells us the next little plot hook.
No bus to 3.
Mm-hmm. This guy actually explains the teddy bear a little bit. Sort of. Vaguely.
You can't buy more than 1.
You can buy more.
Oh, okay. I mean, but you can only have 1 with you.
Only one will be
Or-
active.
Oh, but you can carry multiple.
Yes.
Okay.
But
More and more blue.
But it's yet another time where the limited inventory slots come into play.
Hmm.
Because, I mean, you've seen my inventory space. I'm out.
Right. And half of it is like your equipped stuff.
Also, it's expensive.
78. God damn.
So I'm not.
Yeah, you idiot. Do capitalism.
Oh shit! I guess I can't buy any of that. Okay, fuck it. Fine. So I'm not gonna deposit all of it. I'm gonna drop 300 off. So I mean, you're already seeing the prices are going up. You know, money does matter. I mean, by and large, it is, you know, pretty standard RPG. They aren't trying to punish you for not fighting all the time, so you do get enough money to do what you need to do just through playing the game normally. Unless you're fucking up all the time. Okay, so we're going to explore a little bit. Boogie's Back, Runaway 5 Night.
I like Chaos Theater. I love standing in a queue. Yeah, those are all good.
Yeah.
Query would be another one.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. Quiet. Quail. Music.
Mm-hmm. So I don't have a ticket.
Poochie Flood?
Mm-hmm. It's a hell of a name, isn't it? Bit of a obvious lead-in.
Foreshadowing.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh my god.
I like that a lot. Do you play sports? Cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Here, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop some money on a hint, just so you can see what they're like in this game.
Okay.
So, a little bit of cash, not terrible.
Apple Kid and Orange Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Curious names.
So, I mean, it's telling me straight up what they need. Now, that said, you know, so these are like actually good, useful hints. However, you can tell it's not. So it's not. It's a good, correct hint, but it's
not telling you.
Yes. And I'll explain more of what I mean by that, because I'm not gonna do one of the things. So the dog is telling us about a kidnapping.
Believe me, even though I am but a lowly dog, sir.
Berglund Park. So I am going to.
Nothing. Berglund's just a weird name.
It'll be clear in a moment. So here's
Orange Kid.
Orange Kid and Apple Kid.
Apple Kid.
And a
fight in the city.
Yeah. Hey, look.
New age retro hippie.
Yes. So you see what the teddy bear does. And he used his toothbrush, which paralyzes me. Okay. New Age Retro Hippie is pretty much only here. I used to enjoy fighting them just for the music.
Lose its temper before the cop? the new age retro hippie lost his temper, and his offense went up by 1.
Yes.
Captain Strong also did that.
Yes.
Did anybody do it
No.
before him? Okay, cool.
No. So here's what I'm going to tell you about this. I'm not going to spoil everything, but basically, there's 2 people here, 2 inventors. They both want $200. One of them, we're going to go in here. Very, it's a normal house, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. The music is kind of weird.
Mhm.
It should help you in Peaceful Rest Valley. That's not a place we've been to yet.
No, it's not.
Okay, foreshadowing.
So I'm going to say no,
All right,
and I'll explain in a bit why.
sure.
But take note of that house, right? And the way you
Okay.
spoke and all of that stuff. Just what it looked like.
I'm ready.
Okay? Now take a note of this one.
All right, I already see obvious differences. He's a chubby little chocolate boy. What does a ruler do?
Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
Oh.
Honestly, I should have saved it and used it in a fight. It doesn't help.
It certainly would have been interesting to read the help.
I'll get more in the future, and I can also buy them. So
We'll see it.
Yes.
Got it. Ha!
So I'm going to say yes to him. Also, notice that this mouse does not have parentheses.
Oh, yeah. Huh, that's weird.
Parentheses are normally used to indicate that you're speaking to them telepathically. Which seems to say that this mouse can speak.
Speaks English, yeah. Or whatever, speaks language.
Yeah.
A receiver phone.
Mhm.
Zip!
So, okay, let me explain a little bit, because part of it will become clear shortly. The orange kid, despite what he looks like, useless. He gives you 1 machine the entire game, and it plays a ditty once and then breaks.
The ditty does nothing?
Does nothing. It's called the Ode to Orange Kid.
I like his style.
I mean, look, I can't judge him for that.
Yeah.
So, Paula's father tells us to go speak to Everdred in Berglund Park.
Everdred. Oh, what an ominous name.
Now, I'm going to do it, but I'll tell you that it's actually possible to get through this part without doing this. You don't actually have to, you don't have to talk to Berglund. You'll understand why I might want to not do that after I've done so. Also, I'm going to sleep real quick.
Does that manhole cover factor into anything?
No. One will later, but nothing here. All $50 instead of 35.
Okay.
Also,
I had forgotten.
Something else to note is that fee is per person.
Nah, come on.
I'm serious.
Ooh, that sucks.
When I get Paula, if I come back here, it will cost 100.
Okay.
Okay.
Keeping you on task?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. $23? Jesus.
Okay. And I'm going to call this Cargo Express too because I picked up an item that I can't use yet.
I like these bird sounds.
Yeah, and that only plays after you wake up from sleeping.
So he's just running around looking for her? That's
Mhm.
kind of sad.
It is. Fuck, I think he may have broken Escargo Express. Okay, good. If you do too many transitions and events between calling them and them
They can
arriving,
get lost?
yes. Now, what I should have done is waited to do this until, but whatever. Fuck! Hit the wrong button.
He wouldn't take your phone?
Where can I call him from? I guess I'll call him from the department store. Cost a buck, but whatever. Let's do this again.
It's working part-time, but you can reach her there anytime.
Anytime. Day or night, any day of the week. No breaks for holidays.
Work is very strange in this game.
It is. Okay, let's do this fucking again. Okay, throw him the broken machine. Can't do anything with that for quite a while. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, you don't actually have to deal with Berglund right now, but I'm going to.
Yeah, let's see it.
There's a lot of stuff I can buy here, but I'm not going to mess with any of it because I don't have the space yet.
Is that guy wearing a mask?
Mhm.
That's weird. Oh, I like the look of this guy. Oh, this guy is a goon.
Mhm.
He has a big grin on his face, so you beat it off with a baseball bat.
Yes.
Damn, that teddy bear can take some fucking damage.
Mm-hmm. I think it's got like 150 HP.
Normal.
Shield Alpha is a physical shield, so it's genuinely pretty useful.
Peaceful Rest Valley.
A chubby boy.
Ah, yes.
And that's
Oh,
it.
what's in his house?
Not much. Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, alright, nice.
So, you know, all of this clearly points you to Peaceful Rest Valley and the Happy
Rest
Village. You know, you gotta go deal with this cult.
Uh-huh.
They haven't called it a cult, but it is. Okay, so nothing new there. And I'm gonna pop in here real quick and get this phone number.
mock pizza. It doesn't tell you the number?
Nope. So there's a bit of a little bit of a joke that we're probably not going to see for quite a while because I don't have a reason to buy a pizza for quite a while. Escargot Express, Snail Express, right?
Right.
They show up pretty quick, yeah?
Yeah.
Mock pizza, fast pizza, they take goddamn ages.
Ah. Talk to the cop. Wait. Okay. In the war?
I assume World War II.
Right?
I mean,
Can you talk to her again? I was in this war, so I'm not scared of ghosts.
Also, this is a bus driver, not a cop.
Oh, is it? Okay, whatever.
So this is like probably, I'm gonna say probably the steepest difficulty curve in the game. What's about to happen? It's pretty normal that I end up dying at some point during this run, but oh crap! So this is what happens.
And it's done. You should turn the power off instead of pressing reset.
So what happens, or what's about to happen is, it's the first time that you have a genuinely long run through a maze-like area. Oh, shit, sorry.
Be right back.
Yep. Ow.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
Sorry about that.
No problem. This isn't professional or anything. So...
Wait, it is.
Okay, so we're gonna do something real quick because it's been sort of hinting at something being wrong. We can't get to 3 through the bus or anything.
Right.
Right. So this is one of the roadblocks. In the game. The way the bus stops work, you look at the bus sign and a bus shows up. We're gonna pay and hop on it and do it. Just because you should see what happens.
I love the music.
Oh yeah.
Ghosts!
Ghosts!
Oh my god, JB was right!
Yep. Fucking ghosts.
Oh, wow, they look terrifying. The ghosts just curse you or whatever.
Yep. And the same thing happens if you try to walk through. So we're not going to get off there. We're going to get off at the bus stop. There's a item here. It's a skip sandwich DX. I don't need it, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. Probably at all. It's actually, if you're doing a glitched speedrun of this game, that skip sandwich DX is what they normally use to break the game at this point.
To go through the ghosts?
No, they don't even fuck with that. They just walk through the terrain above the tunnel and walk over to 3 that way. So anyways, there you go. So, you know, it does railroad you pretty hard, this game. You know, it's telling you a story.
Right, that's fine. Openness in games is always an illusion. Just like it is in life.
Okay. Like I said before, I'm gonna dodge as many of these mushrooms as I can.
It's 20 more minutes. Sound alright to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
I do like the cave music. It comes in strangely.
Okay, I'm gonna fight one of these and then we're gonna try to dodge the rest.
I like how the plant roots turn into legs. Mobile sprout.
And this is why we're not gonna fight them a bunch. It steals your psychic points.
So they must attack the teddy bear first.
Yeah. I think it has priority. I can't remember if it's like guaranteed or not, but I think it is. So it's not a long cave, it's just a transition point. So, this is one of the other people you can go to if you get a mushroom in your head. You can sell her the mushroom off of your head.
Okay. More or less expensive.
Same. 50 bucks. So, Peaceful Rest Valley. This bridge is down.
Can you talk to that guy?
Nope. Not, I mean, yes, but not right now. And there's a UFO up there.
Oh, look at that. How curious.
Come down here, I don't want to fight the sprout too. Come here. Come here. Fuck it, fine. So, I'm going to start doing this some, and basically if you walk far enough away, they erase.
Curious.
That's just, you know, how the game works.
Is that a pencil?
Yep.
For some weird reason, a pencil-shaped iron statue is blocking the path.
This is one of the localization things. In Japan, in the Japanese version, that was like an octopus, I think?
What?
Something like that.
They changed the sprite?
Yeah. Oh, he's alone. We'll find him.
A lil UFO?
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, teddy bear.
It's got little eyes. Huh.
What I think you're supposed to do is sort of get lost a little bit here and level up and go heal and level up and accidentally grind. But since I both know the path mostly and also have a map because I'm not a psychopath, actually, that's a good point, JP. That was Paula's teddy bear, and it just got fucked up. I am effectively going to be underleveled for the Peaceful Rest Valley, which makes it difficult.
Okay, well, fuck you, idiot. Apple Kit, already proven to be a good investment.
Mm-hmm.
So did... So do the butterflies only restore your PP?
Yes.
Your psychic power?
Yes. I don't want to deal with it.
I want to deal with it.
Also, we're now at a point where the enemies can start to survive that.
Not by much.
Not by much, but we are already at that point. And also, all of these abilities are a relatively wide range of potential damage, or healing, or whatever.
Ah, I see. There's a lot of variation in Ponder.
Ponder is like 50 to 100 and something? Something like that.
It's a wide range. Something or potentially more than twice something.
Yeah.
What's Orange Kid got to say? Oh, salty Orange Kid.
A little bit.
I guess you can't fund them both?
You can. I just didn't want to waste $200.
Yeah, why bother? Alright.
So I know where it was, but...
Got it. I like how fat they make this poor child look. With his face.
Yes.
It's interesting because it seems to me that like the idea is that in a video game you're presented with a door and you have to find the key. And like they dress up the doors in all kinds of ways and the keys in all kinds of ways. But at the end of the day, it's a door, it's a key. And so like why not embrace that and just make it something completely stupid where there are giant iron pencils around. They get eliminated by a pencil eliminating a pencil eraser. Not an eraser of pencil marks, but
yes.
An eraser of pencils itself.
Yes.
That's cute.
Here.
Okay.
I mean, you're right. It's a door and a key. They don't even really try to hide it.
Nope.
So, you know how I mentioned that there's, like, often butterfly areas?
Uh-huh.
They tend to spawn...
I see.
Yeah, this is one of them. It's a way to let you recover without having to pay for the hotel and go all the way back, and etc., etc., etc. And, additionally, this is where they introduce normal enemies that suck away your PP. And you would find them in this cave for the first time, and you would lose your PP fighting them, and then you would think, oh, I'll go back and get it back. So I'm sort of going to give you an example of the enemies, like, once each, and I'm going to mostly dodge them.
It's fine with me. I don't... like the game itself, the actual doing the fights is not that important to me.
It is.
I like to see them, and I like the music, but however you think you can get through this game, you get through it.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up a map real quick because it's a maze a little bit.
Had to do it.
Do what?
I took a selfie.
Okay. Go.
I'm ready. Sorry, let me finish this up.
No, I was pulling up a map, so that's partly on me. So like I said, I'm gonna fight, enemies that are unique for sure.
Right.
Um,
But you're keeping it expeditious.
yeah, I know that I gave a poor showing in ONET, but I am actually decent enough that, by and large, I can get through the game with just the combat that you would normally encounter.
Beat by some cops, whatever, who cares? That's what cops are all about.
I want to say, yep.
Taking advantage of you.
So we'll get this real quick.
Is this the pedophile? It's weird. Look at this. It's just a scenic location?
And it's not one like, if you go farther up, you can't go past here. So it's memorializing your fuck up.
Well, it's also sort of like, look at this map we've made. Like, there's just a scenic point.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Get it out of the way. You know what? I'm gonna take a save state for this.
Is that a tree?
Yeah. The territorial oak.
It's so cute. It burst into flames?
Yep. There is an entire category of enemy that explodes when you beat them.
That's one of them.
That's one of them. It's the first one you find. And so when I was saying that this is a difficulty spike point, I wasn't kidding. Like, this is the first time you run across those. This is the first time you run across enemies that are faster than you on the map. I believe. Actually, the crows might be faster than you on the map. But this is also the first time you run across an enemy that can give you a status effect that lasts onto the map.
Right, the mushroom thing.
No. Well, yes. But also, you can get a cold here.
Ah. And a cold is poison.
Cold is
and
poison.
The poison happens on the map.
Yes. So, let's deal with this guy. Couldn't dodge him. These ones are the ones that, I mean, they're hard to dodge. Technically, you can juke them by using the movement pattern they have, but
Right.
It's tricky. Okay. Go down here. Go up here. Ah, there we go. Those guys.
What the fuck is that?
We're not going to fight that yet. There will be more. I'm going to come up here, get this item. Yeah. And what this?
A luck capsule?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Straightforward.
okay. Yeah.
That
Luck is... What is luck? Because guts is for your crits, right?
Mhm.
So what the fuck is luck?
I don't remember.
Alright, I like it. Well, it's good to have more, for sure.
Like, it has an actual effect on the game, I just don't remember what it is.
Certainly.
Come back here, you fucker.
Very Skyrim, chasing around these butterflies. Wait, I'm the noble hero of the land!
Come back and
Ooh,
let
a
me use
croissant.
you. Okay, so I don't actually need a croissant, but I do want this. I hope you don't mind that I am using a map. I just...
Don't care? I mean, I'm not even playing the game.
I don't need that.
Cold?
The reason I don't need it is, yeah.
Sunstroke too, huh?
Mhm. Yeah, so Sunstroke is another one of the status effects in this game. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck.
Oh, you're bonered.
Oh god, no, 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 no.
Do over.
Ah, Jesus fuck. Oh my god.
Wow, you're making it way worse.
Holy crap. Oh yeah, no, you're right, JB. I'm absolutely gonna get a cold now that I got rid of the cold remedy. Okay, yeah. Let's pop up here. Okay. Oh Jesus, oh fuck! So, the upside to those is that they're like the same speed or very slightly slower than you are. The trees that explode.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Do some enemies resist this method?
No, I'm just not going far enough. Oh, I actually want that one. Come here. But not with the oak. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fine. Okay. And, like, there's spawn areas on the map, too. So, like, you gotta work with that.
Can you use the bomb?
Yes.
Hard hat. No more Mr. Baseball hat.
Oh, good. This is the last of the unique enemies in the area.
A spinning robot.
These ones can cause a cult. This one doesn't get to, though. But notice, those are destroyed. Okay. Down here. Nope. So, the trick is, if you aren't doing this to reset the enemies, this place is hell. Because it's such a high spawn rate that, and the enemies are strong compared to previous enemies, and they cause status effects, and they do all sorts of other nasty stuff. So, you will get fucked up if you don't erase some of the enemies like that. You will eventually make it through, but it will be harrowing.
Right, but it's not like a straight line like what we're doing.
No. And you notice also, like, it is a little bit maze-ish. Like,
It's very maze-ish.
You know, I know the way to go, but...
It's clear that you know the way to go.
Yeah. If you don't, and even if you've done this several times, I always forget. Just dump that. That's more important. So, you know Phoenix Downs in Final Fantasy?
Life noodles.
Yep. Okay, fight this.
Ah, there it is.
Yep.
A beam that causes nighttime stuffiness.
Yes. And I just got paralysis alpha. Fuck you. I'm out.
They're just normal snakes
Mhm.
back from the past.
Yep. And if I fought
Weird.
one, it would be an instant win.
This is the Happy Village.
This is Happy Village.
Let's call it here.
Okay, let me find
Let's save
the
this for
phone.
next time.
Let me find the phone.
Oh wow, like the music. Very sinister.
What an opportune amount of money.
Nice. This music is weird.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so let's see. Well, my favorite part, I think from today's adventure was either the statue or the apple and orange kids. I like them both as plot points, but I'm really eager to get into the Happy Village.
Yeah, that's gonna be. There's. I mean, it's pretty blunt what it's saying, but it's a fair bit to unpack. And I also. You're gonna start to see some of the first threads of the overarching story as well. In the Happy Village, and sort of the end of the Happy Village arc. And also, once we get through. Threed is going to be the last part that feels a little bit unconnected. I think. You know, it's one of those things where in the start of almost any story adventure thing, there's parts that feel like they're just busy work quest stuff, just to get you started. And even though they do play into the overall, it's not as closely tied as some later stuff. And I would have to say that Threed, while parts of it tie into later parts of the story, it is definitely a Monster of the Week feel to it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'll send you a message and we'll figure out the next time.
Cool.
All right. Peace.
See you.